Oh my gosh, look at that fish, Pete. Oh my gosh, look at that fish, Pete. There we go. Another, look at that. Got him, you got him, you got him. Oh, nice fish. The head is what it's. The head is big. That is just incredible. Look at the size of that thing. Look at that walleye. Come on, hard. Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Today's show is brought to you by Mercury Marine, #1 on the water, by Bass Pro Shops, by Frabill, innovating the outdoors, by your Toyota dealer, by Mills Fleet Farm, your fishing gear headquarters, by Yamaha, ATVs and snowmobiles, by Bitzer Creek Zip Lures, by Leinenkugels, by Menards, and by Johnsonville Brats. Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. I'll tell you folks, it's a warm, windy day. I think today is September the 10th. And when September comes along, Big Dave thinks about the Mississippi River, and you've actually got a day off from guiding today. But you and I have always loved coming up here in September and October.
Yeah, so September right through freeze up, the Mississippi River is just a phenomenal place to fish. And typically later in the fall, you get bigger fish. It's a real unusual weather pattern that we're having. We're having summer-like weather in the middle of September, but we should catch some fish, John.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
I've always been an Optimax fan, and the new Mercury 115 horsepower Optimax is an awesome engine. Not only does it deliver the acceleration I want, but it's lighter, more powerful, and just as clean as most four-strokes in its class. Optimax is 45% more fuel efficient than traditional two-strokes. If you want that kind of power and performance working for you, go with the new 115 Optimax and go for the max. Mercury, #1 on the water.
It's clearance time on the biggest selection of Toyota cars. Hurry to Toyota's clearance event now and save. Take your choice of 0% financing on the 2003 Camry or stylish Solara. Or choose $1,000 customer cash on the 03 Solara or Camry. America's #1 selling car. Toyota time. The time is now. See your local Toyota dealer today.
Got him. Look at that one blast that thing.
All right.
At Bass Pro Shops, we know these are the times of your life.
I got a fish here. He's ahead. Oh, man.
Be ready for them.
Look at that fish. That's a nice fish.
No matter how you like to shop, get more outdoors for your money with Bass Pro Shops.
Welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, we're up on the Mississippi River in the La Crosse area with Big Dave. And Dave, I think one of the things about being up here, first of all, is the scenery. And it just gets prettier and prettier as September and October go on. But it really is a beautiful place to fish, isn't it?
John, this is one of my favorite places in the world. I just love this part of the country. And when you get into October, these hills just are like they're on fire. It's just an absolutely gorgeous area to fish, and there's always fish to be caught.
Hey, Dave, there we go, little bass. There we go, buddy. I'll tell you what's really interesting, though, Dave, and you know, you being a river expert, you always pick the interesting spots. You pull up to these dam areas here, but you fish the slack area. Why do you do that? I mean, that's a tiny bass, but you got a shot at some big ones. But why do you pull up to the dams?
Well, John, there's always water moving by the dams, and when we got real low water conditions, the water is real highly oxygenated here. So if you can find some slack water right next to the fast-moving water, that's what the fish are going to relate to. They're going to move in and out of that current, and they're going to rest and feed. The minnows are going to gather here. We got a south wind blowing today. It's coming upriver, so the fish are going to be up against the rocks and up against the structure.
Hey, Dave, there we go. A little bit better bass. Bluegill fishing here, man. I don't want to catch a bass in here. But folks, this is kind of a cool deal, as I said, to come back in these sloughs. And Dave, we can actually pull up and have our Johnsonville lunch break before we go back out on the big river, huh?
Sounds good to me. I'm always hungry.
Hey, Big Dave, where are you, buddy? You're scouting an area for our Johnsonville lunch break. Did you find a spot for us?
I smell them Johnsonville brats cooking, John.
Oh, I know I already started them for you, but you got to finish them up.
You got
What
it.
are you doing back there? Looking for a spot to eat?
Looking for a spot to eat and a spot to fish.
All right, buddy, let's take a look. Ooh,
They're
yeah,
getting there. They're getting
coming
there.
along good.
Coming along
They're
good.
coming
Just
along
brown them up
good.
a little bit more.
You don't have your turner again today.
That's all right.
Those are the regular Johnsonville brats, and
Fantastic.
aren't those the best?
I love them.
Ooh, that is
Doesn't
the
get
way
any
to do
better.
it, though. Cook them the
Fish 'em.
night before, brown them on the grill the night before, bring them out here, warm them up, and you got a quick shore lunch.
Quick shore lunch and we're ready to go back fishing.
No, you're going to probably eat how many?
At least 3.
3? All right. Hey, Dave, here we go, buddy. I'll tell you, folks, we actually got blown off the Mississippi River. We came down here to fish the Wisconsin River. The wind was blowing so hard. And Dave, right away, I'm getting a bluegill, but we're actually going to go for some crappies, maybe some walleyes and some smallmouth.
Yeah,
we
maybe-
only got 2 hours to make a show before dark. You think you can do it?
I don't know. Let's see if we can pull it off, John. We sure got blown off on the Mississippi. There's one, John.
Oh, all right, Dave. Nice crappie, buddy.
Crappie.
Hey, that's cool, man. And you guys have been doing really well on those, haven't
Been
you?
doing well on the crappies, and it gets better and better in the fall. Right, especially in the evening, they'll come right up along these bluffs, along the ledges, and when you get them, you get into bunches of them. There's one, John.
Oh, you are hot on
Another
the old
crappie.
crappies there, Dave-a-roo. What are you using there, buddy?
Just a little 16th-ounce jig and a chartreuse tail, little 2-inch twister tail.
Hey, Dave.
There's another one,
buddy.
John.
Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but you got the old touch-a-roo.
Well,
That's a
you
nice
got the
one.
bobber. Yeah, these are a
Yeah,
little
hold
bit
that one
bigger.
up to your hand now. That's a good eating
Yeah,
size
that's a good
crappie.
eating size crappie, but there's a lot bigger ones in here than that. But
Hold that one up, though, buddy.
Even a fish that size is worth cleaning.
Well, you know, that's the cool deal, though. You know, folks, we started out on the Mississippi River today. We end up on the Wisconsin River because of wind conditions. But these rivers, I think, in our state are so pretty when we get into September and October.
Oh, this is
and the
cool.
fishing's fabulous, and you're not going to see another person out here,
No,
you know?
very few people fishing.
Hey, Dave, on the Mighty
right,
Mite, buddy, on the Mighty Mite.
It's a nice fat one, too,
Ooh, I'll
John.
tell you, that is fun, folks.
It's a nice fat
Oh,
crappie.
yeah, and are they, ooh, there they go. They're hitting that thing hard,
They're
you know
hitting
that,
hard,
buddy?
You betcha.
That is so much fun, folks. And, you know, Dave always teases me because I like to use a bobber when I'm doing the crappie fishing.
Very effective way to fish.
It
though,
really
John.
is. And what you can get more distance on your
Yeah,
cast,
and you
too.
can keep, and once you dial in on what depth the fish are, you can keep the bait in the zone a lot longer.
Right.
There we go, John.
Oh, you are really hot.
Nice
Now, I'll tell
slab
you,
of-
we got to explain how we're fishing this river deal here.
Well, they're swallowing it, though, too.
We do not fish, folks, the fast water. What Dave does is anchor, and you kind of let the boat drift with the current back into the eddy, huh?
Yep. Yeah, just kind of work the edges of these, you know, where the fast water meets the slack water.
Ooh, Dave.
They're nice
Hey,
slabber.
the way these crappies are hitting, buddy, you want to go and try for some smallies?
Boy, I think I'm starting to hear some smallmouth hitting out in the rapids out there, John. Oh, there's a nice one there.
Those are, you know what, the length isn't all that impressive, but it's the width
No, but
that
the
amazes
girth on
me.
these, when you get them 10, 12 inches or 14 inches, you get a 14-incher out of here, it's a pound and a half.
Now, when you
And they're
talk
actually-
about what we're looking at right now on camera is we're looking at water, actually, but when you can see the current break, it's pretty subtle, huh?
It's pretty subtle. You can see this actually comes back around. And where these fish do, that stirs up the bait fish. The main channel's coming down here. Then you got a little back eddy here, and I'm just working the edge of that current break, John. There's
Ooh, are
another
you-
one, John.
Oh, Davey.
This feels a little bit better, too.
Hey, double header,
double
two at a
header.
time, two at a
Way to
time.
go.
All right, way to go.
Oh.
That is fun, folks.
Yeah, but like you say, we've only been doing this about 15, 20 minutes.
Turn around,
and,
buddy, so the camera can see you there. Ooh, that's
Oh,
a
you got
nice,
a nice one.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Hey,
more like
there
it.
we go. Oh.
double header.
You know, ever since I've been a kid, crappie fishing has truly been one of my favorites.
Boy,
you
and
know?
there's not much finer table fare than that either. You know, it's awful good eating fish.
Yeah, if I'd have known we were going to catch this many, I'd have been throwing them in live well.
Another one, John, right on that
Ooh, I
current
just
break.
missed one, too. Poor Jamie, the photographer, he can't rest today.
No, can't.
He had all his rest on the Mississippi this morning.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Don't turn around and hold those up. I mean, they're just, you know, they're not huge
They're not
fish.
huge fish,
It's
but
not
they're
a trophy deal. This is, boy, I'll tell you, to come out and get a fish fry, buddy, this would
bet,
be neat.
you bet.
And again, you know, I want to reiterate to the folks that this fall fishing up here for the crappies, folks, is fabulous. I mean, you and I have done it before. Come out in the middle of the day and hammer 30 or 40 of them.
Yeah, and especially when you get towards the end of October, John, we're the only ones on the river. And that's the beauty of it, you know. I was right next to your bobber. I was afraid to set the hook.
Hey, there we go.
Another double
Two
header.
at a time.
All right.
Two at a time again, buddy.
Now, that's a pretty fast crappie
yeah,
fishing.
that is cool, man.
These are getting a little bit bigger now, too.
Oh,
like I said,
that
even
is fun.
even that size, they got some shoulders on them.
Well, here,
John,
wait till you see mine, buddy. Whoa,
big
mine's
one?
really fighting there.
Oh, yeah, nice one. Yeah,
there we go.
That's the next year up.
Wow, let's see. Well, let's see who's bigger there.
Yours is definitely bigger.
But you know what? You know what I found out what I was doing, folks? There's two things I was doing wrong when you were catching all those fish. I had the wrong color on. You had me switch to chartreuse, and also I was moving it too fast.
Yep, you gotta let it sit once in a while, let it sink, raise it up, let it drop, raise it up, let it drop. This one feels a little better, John.
Boy, I'll tell you, all of a sudden, folks.
Oh, they're starting to get bigger, aren't they?
They really are. I'm trying to get the double here. I'm working hard at it, Dave. I'm working hard.
Right in the spot. There's a little patch of weeds right there.
Oh, wait till you see this one,
yeah,
folks.
That's a nice one. They're getting bigger now.
But again, now hold that up to your hand, Dave, but I want you to show the width of those crappies to the folks at home.
Yeah, they got some nice shoulders on them.
I mean, you get two beautiful fillets off there, and I want to add, too, that you'll clean the fish for your clients?
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice deal.
John, that one I let sink all the way to the bottom.
Really?
And I just let it sit there on the bottom. I moved it one time, and he was there. And it's a little bit bigger one. But, I just want the viewers to know these are nice crappies, but there's big crappies in here. We haven't gotten any of those yet, but we will.
That
jumper.
Jumped. Yeah,
Bull was swinging around. I'm going to bring him in on the other side, John, but boy,
ooh, that
they're
is a
getting
nice
bigger
one.
and bigger. Nice slabs.
And I tried to hog your spot here. I moved back here on the old Mercury engine. That's about as far back as I can get.
You know what? And then I dropped that rod, and as soon as I dropped that rod, that's when it hit it. So thank you very much.
But you know what I really enjoy? Pete and I talked about on the show last week that after Labor Day, you come out and you have all this water to yourself, and you can really enjoy it. And I enjoy other fishermen, don't get me wrong.
Oh, there's another one, John.
But, these spots are not hit.
Ooh, this is a nice one.
These spots just aren't hit every day.
And like I said, we got this pretty much down here all to ourselves most of the year, but it's just a great time of year. There's another one, John. Boy, they're hitting like crazy.
That is fun.
Well, we could have filled up a live well full of us tonight, huh?
No, I can't believe this. And when you called me the other day and said that you were on these crappies, I didn't think it was going to be this fast.
Yeah, but John, this wasn't the spot I was on.
I know.
I went to the other spot because I couldn't get down here, and I haven't fished this since last summer or last year at this time. And I thought, well, there ought to be some fish around here.
Well, one thing I want to talk about as far as what we started on the Mississippi River today, folks, and we had a real strong south wind. You can't really fish the Mississippi well with a real strong south wind, but you can fish the Wisconsin.
Yeah, because a lot of this is facing east-west, and even if you do get a strong wind, it's going to blow right over the top of you here.
The skies are clear, shine on and on. Wisconsin woods and waters we all own. The skies are clear.
For all your fishing news and more information on all our shows, visit lake-link.com. Keyword Gillespie.
The waters in the woods, John calls home.
Keep the rod up.
Big Dave's new favorite lure on Lake Michigan, the Bitzer Creek Z-Spoon. All right.
Right.
Oh, good job, you guys.
Another one on the Z-Spoon. Oh, that's on the green Z-Spoon. You control them fast, you'll control them slow. They'll have the same great fluttering back and forth action.
There we go, on the Z. All right, buddy.
Well, on the old style flutter spoons, most of them are made out of aluminum. That's what happened. The fish would get twisted up in your net. With the Z-Spoon, you got that light stainless steel. You bend it, it comes back to the original form every time.
Oh, another nice one.
Nice coho. The Z-Spoon will not only catch coho, brown trout, chinook, lake trout. Wait till you see what it does on northern pike and walleyes.
The Z-Spoon from Bitzer Creek. Ask for it at your favorite retailer today. Look at that bass. Oh my gosh, folks.
Just strength and power and yet light.
There he is. Oh yeah, look at that pipe.
You've got this extruded aluminum frame. It's much stronger than the standard round type frame.
There we go, beautiful. Oh man.
Where most handles are round, the power catch is kind of a triangular design so that it snaps into the yoke every time. You don't have to worry about the handle twisting and not popping in.
There's another Slabosaurus. This is where these Frabills are just so beautiful, Look at that. Look at how that net comes right out there.
Lift up. There you go.
Oh,
we got him.
Man, I thought I missed him there. Nice fish, Pete. So again, to summarize why you like the Frabill Power Catch series?
Very light and the strongest net in the market.
Save big on storage at Menards. Norfab sheds come pre-cut and ready to assemble. Plus, they include the shingles. The 8x8 foot Badger has over 350 cubic feet of storage space. On sale just $359. Protect cars, boats, and trailers with this easy-to-assemble canopy featuring a UV-protected cover. On sale just $98. A 12x20 industrial model is $177. We've got you covered with savings from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, oh, Dave.
John,
There we
good
go,
job.
buddy. Oh, man, there we go. That is another nice crappie. Look at that, folks.
Excellent. You bet.
You know,
Your shoulders on that little guy.
so I got to bring my daughters, Taylor and Blake,
Oh,
up to
bring
do
them
this,
out.
maybe,
They'll have
you
a
know.
ball. Them are my flower girls. I owe them a trip.
You know, and you know, the fun thing, too, that I didn't mention, folks, is you come up here September and October, you got the white bass, too.
White
And that's
bass
something
turn
that
on,
can
yeah.
really
when
be
the water
fun.
comes up, boy, then the saugers and walleye start stacking up in the deeper holes. And there's one, John. Not
Ooh,
as big as
Dave,
yours,
Dave,
but
Dave.
boy, I tell you, this is fun.
You know, we really do want to go and try for some smallmouth and try for some walleyes.
Couple
but
more. How do you walk away
how
from
do
this when you're
leave
catching them
this
damn near
time?
just about every cast?
Turn around again, folks, and there we go.
Another
They're
nice
all
crappie,
eater
beautiful
size,
fish.
man.
Oh, there's one on the inside, John.
You're not even giving me a chance to get out there again here. I just caught one. You got one on.
This one's a little guy. We'd probably throw that back on a typical day, but there's still a lot of fun to catch. There's another one, John. Sorry about that.
Well, no. Sorry about what?
I pulled him right on from underneath your bobber there.
I gave you 2 hours to shoot a show, and we shot a show in a half hour, you
Yeah,
know?
well, we want to get some big fish yet, too, so.
I don't know. You're going to have to really drag me away from
It's
it,
hard
I
when you're
think,
getting them
you know?
every single cast.
Hey, you know exactly what I did there? You were right, Dave. My bobber set a little bit too deep, so what I did was reeled in a little bit faster, and bang, look at that guy. There you go. That's a nice fish. You know, you were right, Dave. I lowered that down there, and here we go. You know that? Look at it.
And then bigger ones, too.
See, folks, I got my bobber set at about 1.5 feet, and we're in 5 feet of water here, which is interesting. And you were right, buddy, because I wasn't getting, and you were also right on the color change, too, by the way. That's got to be 25, buddy.
Least,
you know, and we're talking about literally what you're seeing on TV, folks, is how fast we're catching these. Ooh, Dave, I'm trying to do my Mills Fleet Farm contest here, and you're catching all these fish, buddy.
Yeah,
wow,
keep
look
them
at this.
coming in.
Are we in these now, folks?
They're biting now.
Oh, we are in these.
About it.
Now, let's get back to it. It's time now to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2003 Fishing Contest. Jim Dembeck of Heartland, Wisconsin is this week's first winner. Jim caught this 50-inch muskie on Lake of the Woods on a headbanger. Mark Fisher of Luxembourg, Wisconsin moved into the winner's circle with this 22-inch smallmouth bass caught on Plum Lake. He was using a Rapella. Dennis Hilbert landed this 33.5-inch 20-pound brown trout on Green Bay on a thunderstick. And Chris Wadena of Milwaukee rounds out this week's winners with this 22.5-inch largemouth bass caught on Lake Beulah on a tube jig. All of the winners will receive a $25 Mills Fleet Farm gift card, and they'll be eligible for our end-of-the-year grand prize drawing. To enter, folks, is simple. Just snap a picture of your trophy catch and stop in at your favorite Mills Fleet Farm store to pick up an entry blank. Mills Fleet Farm supports catch and release and keeping our waters safe and clean. Mills Fleet Farm, your fishing gear headquarters.
It's Mills Fleet Farm's 48th anniversary, and we're celebrating with big savings. Come in and register to win a Murray lawn tractor with a 15.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. One will be given away at every store. Then take advantage of our anniversary savings, like Federal 3-inch 12-gauge Speed Shock steel shotgun shells. Buy 2 boxes and get a $5 mail-in rebate. Buy a case and get a $30 rebate. Save big, maybe even win big during the 48th anniversary celebration at Mills Fleet Farm.
You've got a grill full of Johnsonville brats. Then, it happens. The flare-up. Don't panic. First, move the brats to safety. Second, cool those coals. Quick action now will keep all that juicy flavor inside where it belongs. Come on. That's it. The day you learn that being a hero doesn't come without a price. Welcome to Heaven on a Bun. Welcome to Johnsonville.
With 15,000 beautiful lakes, Wisconsin is a great place to fish. Call 1-800-432-TRIP or visit travelwisconsin.com.
Ooh, Dave, maybe my bobber's getting hot now, buddy.
Catching up. You're catching up.
Oh, it's going to take a long time to catch up to you today.
That's all right. That's you normally smoke.
There we go. Isn't that that's a little nicer one?
Just that it made a difference of bringing that bobber down another foot. Hey, John, and now you're.
Well, as I said earlier, folks, the only reason I use the bobber is for casting. You know, it's just for the ability to be able to cast. You know.
Yeah, you can throw that little light jig out a lot further. Ooh, that's a nice one, John.
Yeah. I'll tell you, folks, that bobber hasn't been as effective as Dave without the bobber, but it is so much fun to see that baby go down, Dave?
You've been getting bigger fish, though, too, I think.
That one's not that big. That's actually one of the smaller ones of the day. Do you think we might have cleaned this school out?
Well, we've been throwing them right back for our customers to come back and catch.
Well, one more, or should we go?
One more.
All right, last fish, folks, then we're going.
There's another one, John.
You know what we got to do, buddy?
It's hard to leave.
I know, but we ought to really go.
We really ought to see if we can get some.
We ought to go and just see for the heck of it if we can get some smallmouth or some walleyes,
Yeah, let's. I'm ready whenever you are.
Now, do you get a walleye bite at night?
Yeah, I might even get some on top water baits, John, right along with the smallmouth.
Oh. Ooh, Dave. First class cast with the nightcrawler, buddy.
I think it's a walleye. Look at the top water action going on behind you back there, John.
Hey, Waller. Hey, there's a nice walleye, buddy.
You bet. I told you if you don't get a bass, you're going to get a walleye.
What's interesting, folks, is that was my very first cast with a night crawler, and what we're doing is just using a split shot and a crawler and a small hook and just
half a crawler.
Actually, you can use a half a crawler.
Yeah,
this is what we were doing right before you got married last year, and we had to leave.
Missed the wedding because of that.
Hey, you're hogging the back of the boat here. I'm leaving. No, but tell the folks, you got a warm evening like this.
We got a beautiful warm evening. We got a sandbar here, John, and that's what these fish are relating to.
So how far do I go here, buddy?
Go right along that current line where you see that slack water meet that fast water and throw right straight down, and I'll guarantee you're going to get some nice smallmouth.
Well, the only thing I'm worried about is my microphone.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
And then, is this far enough?
That's far enough, but I'd get over a little bit further towards that current line. Go take a few steps back, and it'll shallow up even more.
Sure, then it'll be 6 feet deep.
No, it'll come up to...
How's that?
That's great.
Hey, this wading deal is pretty much fun here, buddy. I like this.
What is it?
I don't know. It's coming towards me. It's coming towards me, Dave.
When it came out of the water.
What do I do without a Frabill out here?
I got it. I'll throw it at you.
Oh, there we go. What do I got here?
No.
Another walleye. Whoa. How do I rebait?
Yeah,
I got it here. I'll cast you. I'll cast to you, Dave.
Worm. There's one, John.
I'm going to come back in the boat.
I missed about 4 or 5 of them there.
We got a lot of fish in here, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, this is just a little walleye, but there's all different sizes in here. And when you start feeling those minnows hitting your toes, let me know, because then I'm going to start getting serious, because that's when they come in here to feed.
Ooh, I let that one go for a minute, Dave. It's good to be back in the boat with you, buddy.
Glad you are, because I've been missing them.
Well, the one thing, these aren't the biggest walleyes in the world, folks, but what I want to tell you is that we were up here last October doing this, and we're only 50 feet from shore, and we really almost missed your wedding because we were getting legals, and we were getting like 20 of them in an hour,
Yep.
Ooh, I'll tell you, I got about 3 bites in a row there, Dave, that I didn't hook the fish, and finally got them. I did do the half a crawler deal.
Yep.
And another walleye. All right.
Eat that one next year, John. Finally, I got the hook in one.
All right, Dave, way to go, buddy. You finally got one here, man.
Yeah, I tell you, I missed a whole bunch of them.
Boy, these walleyes are starting to move in here, though.
Move in here. This is not again. It's just a smaller one, but a lot of fun to catch.
Ooh, this one feels a little bit nicer, Dave.
On that one, huh?
No, I don't think so. When I first set the hook, he felt a little bit bigger, unless he's going upstream with me here. Whoa, there we go.
There you go. That one's getting a little close to 2%.
Wow, that is fun. But again, they're not hitting the surface, so that's why we're staying with the crawlers after dark, huh?
Crawlers, and I don't normally, you know me, I don't normally use live bait after dark, but.
Hey, Dave, Arini.
Hey, that one you fed a little bit, huh?
Well, that one yeah, here he comes. There's my walleye.
Hey, there's a nicer fish there.
Well, they're not legal. They're not quite legal, but I'll tell you something. It's pretty hard to go home. I've had a wonderful couple hours of fishing here.
What a beautiful night. We got a full moon coming up over the trees here, John. It's just a gorgeous night with a good friend, and couldn't ask for a nicer night in the middle of September.
Yeah, I don't want to go home right now.
it's going to be a sit-down job, John.
Hey, that's cool,
Well,
man.
this one feels a little better.
I don't know why you're here. Your poor wife, Margaret, broke her foot last night when Bitzer the dog ran into her, and you're out here catching walleyes.
She is out here helping me get ready to do a show today. Drove all the way up from Milwaukee. And
Another walleye. There you go.
There it is. Just another little guy. But boy, what a blast. This one actually swallowed it. He hit it hard.
Big Dave guides on a daily basis. For more information, give Big Dave a call. That phone number is 414-803-7160. 803-7160.
The waters in the woods, John calls home.
Without a Yamaha ATV, you're not going very far. The Grizzly 660 Automatic, the only ATV with push-button front diff lock and four-wheel independent suspension. Where you go now is up to you. Now, get a 2,500-pound Warn winch for just $69.95 with select models.
It's clearance time on the biggest selection of Toyota cars. The 2003 Corollas and Matrix are gone. But hurry into your Toyota dealer and check out the new 2004 models that have just arrived. Now, with special 0% financing or great low-price leases. Take your choice. Toyota time. The time is now. See your local Toyota dealer today.
I'm here at MW Marine, and I'll tell you, folks, you just gotta see this Alumacraft Navigator. It's a huge 16-footer with a 52-inch live well. Hey, it's even got a bait well. It's powered by a smooth, dependable 50-horsepower Mercury engine. It has two 7-foot-long locking rod boxes that will hold 10 rods comfortably. This package includes trolling motor, locator, and more for about $12,000. Get your new Mercury-powered boat from MW Marine today.
Go ahead, John.
Hey folks, we got a problem. Dave, I know we came down here to catch fish, but we went through a series of rapids, and when we were fishing, they dropped the water. Can we get back?
I'm going to have to get back, pull the boat through the rapids, John. They dropped her about 3 feet on us just in the time we were coming back, and that's what they've been doing at night, and that's why we haven't been going downriver. But like I said...
Well, you want me to get in, or?
No, I'll do it.
I've already been in once.
I know where I got to go, though, and it's all rocks through here, and we get the boat tied off and secured.
Are you all right down there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Folks, I'll tell you, Dave's a strong guy. Now, I should be ready to start up the engine?
No, we're a ways away from that yet, John.
Really? Is there nothing I can do?
Stand by.
All right, man. I've got no water, Dave. We're beached on the rocks, man. If we can just get out about 10 feet. Keep it in gear, right?
Yeah.
How are we going to get you in here?
Don't worry about that.
What about you?
I'll be jump above you.
Are you okay? Thanks, man. I'll pick you up down here, Dave.
All right.
Be careful. Thanks so much. I mean, that was a tough deal. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, he pulled that water against severe current for probably, I would say, 100 yards. Hey, man, thanks again. And a great show. A lot of walleyes, a lot of crappies, and to see the big old bear, Big Dave out there pulling us in.
Full moon, anything can happen.
Well, you need help here?
No, let me get us up, pushed out a little bit here.
Well, no, I don't want you to have to dive in. I'll give you a hand.
Get us off these rocks.
Well, Dave will be all right, folks. That is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere, right?
You got it.
Yeah, until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying Wisconsin's waters and woods.